So, gentlemen, let's talk a little bit about Owen Smith. Now, the only the only constituency Labour party that he has won so far is Blaenau. And he may add Pontypridd today, but there's no guarantee. I mean, he's going to get crushed in his own country, in Wales.
Well, even he admits that it's likely that Corbyn will win. So, I mean, obviously Corbyn's going to win.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it? The whole thing is ridiculous. And also, I mean, the stuff he's saying is completely vacuous. There's nothing in it, as far as I can work out.
I mean, the thing that annoys me is this is going on all summer again. You know, and the Tories know how to transfer power, for Christ's sake. But this ongoing kind of, you know, fratricide battle that just seems to be going on. And the thing is, Corbyn loves it. This is the other thing. It's like he's in his element here, out on the stump, you know, battling away. That's his thing. When you get him into Parliament, you know, Prime Minister's questions, he looks completely inept. So this is the issue about having somebody who is great as a campaigner, you know, and great in certain situations. But then when it comes to the parliamentary system, he doesn't fit in that sense. So you'd have to change the system for him to win, which ain't going to happen.
I mean, yeah.
It's just crazy.
It goes on and on, doesn't it?
Well, you know,
Unbelievable.
Since our good friend Kirsty is now the education minister, there was a big article yesterday in Wales Online about the school gender gap in league tables. It turns out that the children in Foundation, Key Stage 2 and Key Stage 3, the girls are vastly outperforming the boys. They're doing like 91% of the girls hit the FPI, which is the foundation phase indicator, whereas only 83% of boys do. So there's this massive gender gap. And they also released the local tables this week. And the two schools in this area, Cowbridge and Thantwood Major, have literally reversed their positions in a year, as have they switched heads. The head from Thantwood Major has now gone on to Cowbridge, and this was her first full year as the head. And they basically, the Cowbridge went from being in the top 10 down to number 30. And Thantwood Major, with a new head, went from being way down on the tables up to number 5 overall in all of Wales. So you begin to wonder,
what is he or she doing right then?
Well, I don't know what, I know she's been incredibly focused on traffic patterns around the school, but not necessarily about what's going on inside the school. Yeah. And you sit there and you begin to wonder what happens with people like that. How do they get to fall up like that? And why are they now not in trouble because of these so-called league tables being so important?
So what? That's incredible. And that gap is huge.
It is. I mean...
So will Kirsty kind of address... Well, presumably... I haven't seen that story, actually, but I mean, she'll address all that, will she?
I don't know. I mean, she's already come out and said that there's not much you can do in a very short period of time. She already admitted defeat before the league tables were released. So, of course, you can always blame that on her predecessor. And, what's she going to do?
I think the gender gap thing, though, has got to be a sort of... It can't be just the school's fault. It's got to be a wider cultural, social phenomenon, hasn't it? I mean, I don't know what... And of course, you're talking about areas that maybe sort of... low demographics in terms of poverty and economics and stuff. So there'll be a lot of complex issues sort of swimming around there, I think. I have no idea about the schools. It's interesting because I think that once they get to universities, I think, again, this hasn't been my research or anything like that, but I think kids at a younger age, girls do progress quicker than boys, and then boys tend to catch up later on. So it's difficult to see a pronounced gender gap really at universities, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we'll blame it all on Pokemon Go, because that seems to be the whipping boy for everything. Let's talk